big man potential. So big fool. Look at with him we get lipstick. So big fool. This nation don't turn so big fool. BSc, MSc, PhD, they're so big fool. They want the way Lambo in this country so big fool. And then same one they spoil this country so big fool. Big English, big jargon so big fool. See them in a parliament, so big fool. See them in a local so big fool. See them full up now with state house so big fool. See them chairman, director so big fool. Party supporters so big fool. We party supporters so big fool. We safe with this so far so big fool. Yes, then why you say now they want them? They want this and now they want ya. Now this with the pan so draw. Politics don't mess with progress as a people. Politics don't put wedge together to the things we hold us together. Hey Salone, see how we done deeply divided along politics and party line. So pull the tribal, let's come out. Put the regional, let's come out. Pull party, let's come out. And we're nationalists, so follow you see waiting at the talk. So big fool. So big fool. And so big fool. This nation no longer act together as one. We common interest don't talk about and cronies of corruption. Every day we holler corruption. We then catch the poor teachers, they put them in a cutting fee. We then catch that poor boy, then put on a Bademba road. But the one waiting 100, then say bring 20. 80 left now you hand. This song come up from Madam Sidra to Aminata Kamara from the United States of America. It is dedicated this song to one of the biggest organizations in the world, Weird. Yeah, made a crack on the mix. 91 big boy Pekin. H never tap a sit above. Daily base 091. Yellow flag TVs. Hallelujah. Come on. Weird organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promote the nation. Then all they mix my body.
Good morning and welcome to your program we call Congress Right on. We are on YouTube and on Facebook. That's how they discuss issues the way the front page of the different newspaper and the Kai for the morning. And after we can all look at the different front page to them, we can bring people inside where they can help you follow, we discuss the different issues them where we don't hear from them different people there. So and we go straight and begin look at what in the different paper them say this morning. And the first paper where we take inside the program this morning, now the Premier newspaper, we get this headline story and say LRMG pays 933,000 new loan surface rent to communities, and you as well get NATCA DG to lead regional body. Chancellor of University resigns. Court martial prosecution witness narrate ordeal. And other story than for inside this edition of the Premier newspaper. And the next one are the Expo Times newspaper, where it say tourist board justifies demolition of beach bar. and you as well get other story them with the inside this paper. The next one are the News 24, where say First Lady lectures on combating gender-based violence in Harvard University. The complacency of EDSA amidst rampant energy theft. NIFCC meet to collaborate on revenue mobilization. Another story for inside this edition of News 24. The Independent Observer, 32 unidentified bodies buried yesterday, alleged kush addict, and you as well get DG Amara Bewa Tochia Watra, and they get other story them inside this paper. The Open Space newspaper say as ECOWAS Telecoms meet in Freetown, NATCA DG to lead Watra, and with commitment to its CSR, LRMG pays 933,000 millions of its rent. And other story there for you inside the Open Space. The next one at the Oracle newspaper say, as poverty leads to death, can SLPP government handle Salone economy? And you get 2 reported polio cases in Sierra Leone, and the other story there for you. The next one, now the Nature newspaper, we see Environment Minister assures protection of green assets, mysterious death at Kaba Ferry, and other story there for you inside this edition of the Nature newspaper. Salone Compass, administrative bigamy. Ministry of Tertiary and Higher Education blunders again. Illegal demolition at Angola Town. Lands Ministry implicates State House. And other story there for you inside this edition of the Salone Compass. AZ newspaper, LEONE Work Metal Group pays annual surface rent to operational communities. Amadou Kweta order the assailants to fire RPG at Padeba Road Prison Gate. Joint Provost Unit Commanding Officer testifies. And Watra Conference 2024, Sierra Leone showcases and telecom sector growth. And primary school teacher found dead in Kangama Gorama Chiefdom. And blind school in Koidu faces closure amid government funding delay. We go to the next one, where now the indigenes say LEONE Work pays annual surface rent to 933,000 to Southern Lysine Concession Community. NPAA launches 3 fiberglass boats. Another story for inside this edition of the Indigenous newspaper. The next one are the AIMNet, with the appointment of first female chancellor for University of Sierra Leone provokes Dr. Sanfa Kuma's resignation. Yes, we'll get Bank Chiefdom in Kono district in Kono faces acute water crisis. Honorable Ambassador Pesima said to revolutionize BBWFC, and other story there for you inside this edition of the AIMNet. The next one, Focus 24/7, we see as 32 buried, Kush is a killer. President Bio urged to intervene. Journalists and others cry for justice. Babadi Kamara commit to transform SLFA, and Gambian caught with arms at Lungi International Airport. SkyTime say honoring annual surface rent payment, LRMG disburses 933,000 millions to Southern Lysine and Concession Community, and you as well get MP engage Agriculture Ministry and AVDP. You also get other story for you inside this edition of the Sky Times. The next one are the EO's newspaper, we say as African banker of the year focuses on his work, blackmailers and swindlers on the poll. And a new hope for FBC students as general entity unveiled presidential candidate for SU election. And you as well get other story them inside. Mrs. Maria Macaifona recognizes in the ABCD Africa 100 most impactful voices 2024. The other one we get inside the paper, so inside the program now the public review is a pressure mounts on Bola Nichols' murder trial. and you get how to construct cold room and fish drying center. You get other story them with inside this edition of the public review. The next one are the daybreak with the viral calls for his dismissal as Dennis Sunday embarrasses President Bion. As NATCA hosts West Africa Telecoms Conference, DG Amara Brewa to lead regional body. The next paper, the Calabash newspaper, we say in Zimbabwe, Napoleon Nkrumah talks stuff on diamond beneficiation and value addition. And you as well get Orange Sierra Leone support female caucus parliamentarians to commemorate IWD. Another story for you inside this edition of the Calabash. The last paper for now the our newspaper, latest rankings, Sierra Leone drops in Global Human Development Index. Parliament celebrates Orange Day. And you get Sierra Leone to host West Africa Telecom Summit. Another story for you inside this edition of the Owl newspaper. Well, we take a very short break. Then we get them inside. Then we come and discuss some of the issues that we already know here from the paper. Then.
This song come up from Madam Sidra to Aminata Kamara from the United States of America. It dedicated this song to one of the biggest organizations in the world, WEARD.
Yeah, made a crack on the mix.
91 big boy picking.
It's your never time to see the ball. Daily days 091. Yellow flag in this.
Hallelujah.
Come on. We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promote the nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they pass tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they pass no tribalism.
This now we hard, duck and now we land. So la we all and fine. This now we hard, duck and now we land. So la we all and fine. Who know they back kapu? We had no mix bag bamu. We know they back kapu. We had no mix bag bamu. But tell the brother sister them say we had don't come over.
We are now we are.
Tell them for me say we had don't come over.
We are now we are. We are the organization. Don't come from every nation. We are the organization. Don't come from promote the nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they pass tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they pass no tribalism.
Big respect to the one who will make WEARD team up strong one. Especially to you, my Bure Kablai from the north. And to you, Shenge Pierre from the south. Admi Amina, happy birthday in advance to you, my Bure Kablai from the north. You celebrate your birthday January. Happy birthday in advance to you, Shenge Pierre from the south. You celebrate your birthday December. This organization, the 3 years, December 2022. We did tell.
All right, welcome back. We actually don't get, we guess them, we don't join me inside the program. Well, for let me come and discuss the different issues then this morning. So I want to welcome as they come, Mohammed Kone. We now from the Standard Times, well, we say Media One, and as well from Star Radio. Welcome to the program this morning.
Thank you.
And we as well get Minkailu Nkrumah. We as well, of course, now from the opposition APC party. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Chamber Pierre. Thanks for hosting me. Delighted to be on the show.
Thank you. And we as well get Senesi Amara, but in your line, the connect. audio they connect, so we're not able for yeah right now. But when a connect, we will able for come back to them and then we discuss the different issues them. But we not waste time again, and we go straight and begin look at waiting them paper essay and waiting we self don't put on. Of course, the last paper we are looking inside now the OWL newspaper. It will be the first paper where we will talk about or where we will begin discuss this morning. So I'm going to know waiting now when I take on this if at all when I don't see something like this. Latest rankings, Sierra Leone drops in global human development index. I start with the journalist Mohamed Kone. You don't see you follow this particular story of the UNDP.
Yeah.
Yes. What do you take on that?
Yeah. Basically, the Human Development Index, where the UNDP they produce, for me, for quite now, team I've done it follow quite a long time back. Since the days of the Makaba, I've done it follow the Human Development Index because it's actually they show the country, a picture about the country on several issues there. When it comes to health, when it comes to education, when it comes to agriculture, when it comes to even the human capacity development itself, the human being itself, the capacity when they build around. So all of the Human Development Index is talking about. It's talking about development, basically. And so the recent ranking where they produce that they don't drop. There are several factors when it comes to that Salone don't drop. There are several factors on that. And one of the factors when you look at a number of issues where they take this correctly for to do with governance, the aspect of we are still grappling with corruption, we are still grappling with human rights issues, and a whole lot. And if you categorize them also, the big for me the elephant in the room is the poverty. Poverty will not the elephant in the room. So basically, this latest ranking, don't care we go down small, based on a number of issues where they happen in the country. And I'll give you quite a number of issues there. Let's take, for example, human rights abuses in the country. Police brutality. Not can step by step. Police brutality. This is one thing we government over the years not able to deal with. The excess of the police is so much. So all of this coupled with the aspect of poverty also another aspect. Make it call poverty as the elephant in the room. We government over the years, including this very government, the aspect of taking away the people out of poverty. We're not able to do enough. I make a final say. Anytime there is one government in power, I just few section of people, especially party loyalists, that they go see rise up. And after when the government come on power, you will see a good number of them did also go down back because they only depend on waiting politics they give them. So basically, we will continue for the work because we know they do much of the things that we're supposed to do as a country, as a people, for all go up. So these are the
All right. The program we watch right now, Korea's right on we are na YouTube and on Facebook. Okay, you get me?
I think this government actually get to deal with, and because for not just people in the land, it's also about the structures. Go to certain areas and see school structures if they are conducive for the people. Go to certain areas and see the teachers the way.
All right. I did not notice this before. The line actually the older more.
Okay. Some teachers don't.
Okay. So you mic don't mute, Mr. Corey. You mic don't mute. If you get me, you mic don't mute. You don't, okay, now you don't mute. All right.
You still get me or?
Yeah, I'll get you now. I'll get you now. Let's make another try again. Yes, continue with the say something.
Okay. So as I'm saying, the Human Development Index, there are a lot of factors for where we go down, and some of the factors what we explain about get to do with the aspect of human rights abuse, where police brutality is key in all of this. Police could hold people there and detain them for a number of days, where even they require days, not a pass mark. For example, currently there is a case where they hold people that own the woman there. They don't spend something like 56 days now without charge to court. And that is against their human rights abuse. I mean, it's against their human rights. I don't say against the human rights. It's against their human rights. You hold people there for 56 days, you don't charge them. It's against their human rights. And that is blatant abuse of the human rights.
Okay.
And also, I also can call them poverty, when I can call them the elephant in the room. With government still not able to pull the people away from poverty. The only time you will see people in the flourish, maybe few people that within the government and they will flourish. And again, just after that government will not come out, see most of them today go down again.
All right.
So we still not able to pull the people away from poverty.
Okay.
Now we're talking about building the human being itself. I mean, we get free quality education, but the quality education, the aspect of the quality gets several layers. How conducive is some of the schools that we still working and still legal? When are some communities and see the kind deployable schools conditions then all picking in the go, and you still get teachers then. We still labor the teachers in schools today, and a number of them not teach for 6, 5, 7, 10 years, not still get PIN code. So how? Because we talk about quality, these are the things that we need for do. Because you not pay the teacher, you not get the school not get the kind structure. And you get a classroom of 80 to 70 people there. And even you get class 1, class 2, they are also joined together. So why is the teacher they teach them can make noise now? Then they disturb the other one there. Even the other quality, they still make noise now to the other one there. So these are the skill that the teacher will come with.
All you right from that point, and they come back to you just now. And yes, Senesi Amara don't actually connect. Did you get me, Amara? Mr. Amara, you get me? Okay. Except they get challenged. So now come over to Minkailu. Minkailu, I've been just go through. Yesterday we deal with this thing, so we talk about that. But we gonna need to forget on our own opinion. If I can let people see exactly what I want to ask now. This ranking here, so we find out the country drop. And for the only country them or where we pass inside this ranking, yeah, now them country them where they power, we get military junta lead, or we get sanctioned, now they're not the only country where Salone pass. Not just make a let people here and quick one. We find ourselves now 184 position. Yeah, that is to say the government not do better thing for improve the life of the people then. So the country that we pass Burkina Faso, we pass Yemen, we pass Burundi, we pass Mali, Chad, Niger, Central African Republic, South Sudan, and Somalia. Now the country then where we pass. So what this mean for we country? Minkailu.
Hello.
Yes, I get you.
Shengbe Pierre, you get me?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, waiting I ask?
You get me? Yeah. You get me loud and clear?
Yes, it's clear.
The network not too good.
Yes, it's clear. You get me?
Hello?
Yes, you get me?
Hello?
Yes, you get me? I hear you. Okay. I don't know waiting at the problem this morning. Mr. Connie, you get me?
Yeah, they get to now. Yeah.
Yes, I mean they ask Minkailo before we lost Sayanda we not even forget in voice for come out. And they ask say wetin wrong wey na the one whole world the only country dem wey we pass in this development index na the country dem wey dey per war or wey dey per sanction or wey get military regime. Even Guinea sef wey get military regime dey above we. Who side we dey go wrong? Because this government say dem priority area na human capital development.
Let come in on this. Let come in on this also. Yes, sometimes can they the country not go there at war, but there are things that we for do right, we know they get right. We they make you development index for them. And one of the things that we are things we still they grapple with, get for do with a good number of things and we would do we are not things we do them right. One, we don't talk so much about taxation in this country, so much about taxation. And then one of the things that we also they affect you. Well, that's an economic aspect. But let's talk about country where they award human rights abuse and whatever. Because we talk about human rights abuse just now. Let's zoom on that day. Because it just come back on mind. Because number of countries where they power or we get military regime, there are lots of human rights abuses where they happen there. So that they make the human index fall. So we don't get war, but there's so much, as I told you just now, custody without charge. And the excesses of the police is too much. So all of that. And we also see go to prisons. There are a lot of reports that come on at prisons. Statistics we do performance. I mean, why is it that statistics? The audit service we do what and call performance auditing at the prisons, and go and see the deployable conditions where the prisoners live in. They're supposed to get 3 meals a day, which of course it's not happening. And these are all abuses them when they record. And if you continue to do that, because you know the power, whilst you're supposed to feed people 3 times a day like prisons, you need to feed them 3 times a day. You also supposed for building capacity, because we call the prisons a correctional center. But then people in the prisons, when they come out, they are more criminal than they did before. So it means the correction they talk about, where is it? How are you correcting the prisoners? What kind of support is the government giving to that center, to that service for make the people that come out of that? So all of them then say they mitigate against we as a country. And also we'll talk about poverty. People are still poor in this country. Educational standards, we are still challenged with the educational standard. Look at the development really happened at the university recently. They don't dissolve the Senate court, and teacher lecturers them very recently threatening a strike action. So all of them things there they mitigate against we as a country. So even if not in war, we are in war somehow. Now we come to the economy. We don't talk so much about this economy. We never deal with them. And I'll be start to talk about taxation. We are still why the reason why I make a number of companies no go come with tax regime then still repressive. A good number of tax regimes then still oppressive, and so you can't encourage companies to come in that kind of repressive economy there. So all of these are things that we many things they mitigate against we, and we get for go back and government get for go back and look at some of the things there. Too much taxation they drive away companies them or businesses them where they cannot country. I won't stop so far. Whether any other question today, then we'll go further. Ali, I know they get you.
Sorry, Minka, you hear me? Look, can out to guest them. Minka, you hear me?
Yeah, I did get you
cool.
clear now.
All right, so and
I need to get you.
okay, so I'm Mr.
You come in
Amara.
booking.
Mr. Amara, you get me? All right, so let's go with Minkailo. Minkailo will be asked just now about this particular the latest Human Development Index. The good government focus on human capital development. That is to say, for making the life of the people better. But we know they see that they happen. Latest reports and they come out and they tell we say the life of the people not they get better. In fact, they get worse with a drop. And now from what we don't see, we find ourselves now position number 184, and all the other countries that we will beat now is either the Nepal war, the Nepal and sanction on a military regime, the Nepal and the country that now they will beat. So, what do you think about this Human Development Index?
Yes, you know, it is rather unfortunate. Like what you rightly state, countries the way they are. What you are going to refer to as economic sanction, social sanction, and political sanction, then consider they are the normal Sierra Leone parts in this current assessment, which is unfortunate for the country. Long no say the Human Development Index, you know, them being created for emphasize people and capabilities, yeah, not only on the economy, then they use for access. And for put people in a pedestal where they're supposed for they. Yeah. It was created to emphasize that people and their capabilities should be the ultimate criteria for assessing the development of the country, not the economy alone. Now, beaucoup things don't happen in Sierra Leone. Beaucoup things don't happen in Sierra Leone. And then things don't happen, don't actually put the country behind when it comes to assessment for the Human Development Index. You know, now, when they talk about violations, we get different types of violations. Yeah. The human rights record in Sierra Leone right now is kind of very, very deplorable. What did happen in Sierra Leone in the last year, not just take for 2023, what did happen in Sierra Leone, even if they use that number for access the country, it is a problem. You remember, the president always don't emphasize on human capital development. If it be don't achieve half of the human capital development will be on the trumpet, then Sierra Leone for on the high, now the Human Development Index. We will talk about human capital development. Now for build the capacity of your citizens them. Let some of them be self-reliant. Let some of them be independent. Let some of them get the capacity for become entrepreneurs. Where even if the government not employ them, they're able to employ themselves. Let you alleviate them from poverty. But take a look at the human rights record in the country. Take a look at the rule of law, the way how justice is being dispensed. Justice is being denied to a lot of people. Justice is being delayed deliberately in some cases. All of that, then they consider. Take a look at how the security forces and they handle civilians. Just very recently, less than 72 hours ago, I watched one video clip on social media in which a certain SLPP person go na trader senior. The election at Kono. Trader member of trader, then they get the election. The secretary of Kono, SLPP secretary in Kono district, he go disrupt that election. So the ballot box and chair paper and police and soldiers and team up so then they watch and they no arrest them. We don't see elections that don't take place in this country, in which, in the full view of the security forces, people then they misbehave. We they see indiscriminate killings, then they take place, extrajudicial killings. What will be done do say we don't pull the seditious libel law. But hopefully we can't go replace and back with what we call the cyber crime law. Small thing journalists do, they don't arrest them. In fact, the law now with them count a draconian past the seditious libel law. How many journalists that will get the language in prison? Some of them are not supposed for daily just because they express opinions, which is very wrong. How many politically motivated cases they will get? How many political victims then with the language in prisons? Then they boku. Someone just because of minor crime, they say during the elections, sometimes he go pass, suicide enough for pass. They make allegation against them. They are still in prison, languishing. It is not correct. Now we'll talk about security of the state. I want to also know we get different type of security within the assess. You get the human security, where they deal with the human needs theory. How many people are able to afford their daily bread? People not become beggars. Most Sierra Leoneans, they live in destitution. All of that, and they assess that. Cultural violence. The journalists just been talking about some Bondo woman, the way they all incarcerate. The right to culture is a fundamental one. They get rights for practice their own culture. If not anything wrong, they arrest them, then commit crime, or then fall short of the law. Therefore, try them. We learning all of them the language themselves. All of them then they assess that. Structural violence. Where people are not being the way than the advantage we. Now we all get the country. The economy for be evenly distributed, but that not the happen. All of that they contribute, and when they assess, then they take all of that into account. Waiting the Human Rights Commission they do in the recent past, with all the human rights violations that we don't take place. Waiting we Human Rights Commission they do, because the Human Rights Commission in report them back where they produce. If they see say they outrightly reprimand government, to say government do bad, all of that they contribute for help the country. The institutions they're not independent. See what happen at Parliament. The clerk of Parliament embark on illegality. They say they don't set her aside, but to get rumor back say the man don't resume in duty when they don't even communicate the report of the investigation to the country. So investigator who found them guilty or not guilty, that has not been communicated. But they say don't resume in office. Again, we need to get a robust opposition for checkmate the excesses of government. If the opposition not robust for checkmate the excesses of government they get a field day and they do things we not call for, then government they continue for wreck the country. So these are all things that they consider when they rate countries and for the Human Development Index, not only the economy.
Okay.
And now we come to the economy, which is a cornerstone in this
assessment. So we come to the economy. I can't lead you directly to that economy day because we get we want to talk about that particular one day.
Yeah, but I see one newspaper headline.
Yeah, so
where they talk say can
exactly.
the economy.
We come to that day.
And they wait for that day. We'll reach there, we go discuss that.
Okay, so
now again,
quickly, I come to you back. Let's just catch up with Senzo quick. Senzo, you get me?
Yeah. No.
All right, the line number for favor you at all na the Zoom today. So let's see what you can get from the WhatsApp. Now we been talk about this human development. What do you take on that? Salone not they do well at all. The only country the way I like for put on that way they for let people understand. The only country they all they do well past now the one they will get war. The one that way they junta regime, or the one that way they sanction. Now they no more Salone pass. All the other countries they on top of we. But we government always the sing and they talk say then they do well for this human capital development.
Well, the way forward now the world now technology, science and technology, right? We get massive natural resources. That one I can assure you of that. And anybody else, all we listening us there. We get massive natural resources. We favor growth and development. We get rich natural resources. Our problem lies in not able to convert the natural resources into wealth creation. And also we get the human resource we for ready for let them capacitate them for development purposes. Build their capacities, empower them for take part on that. We got several mining companies, but what we are doing, we are not really mining. We are just taking out from the ground and sending it away. Until we do that, when we get where we're able for add value to the natural resources, we get the right infrastructure. Then we go able to do well in the coupled with discipline. Then we'll be able to do well now the Human Development Index. But Human Development Index is not something spiritual. It's not. It's physical. You can see them.
Okay, but this one not just about the human, not about just about the mineral resources. They get several things them where they talk about, yeah, inside this particular thing. Number one, they assess, the 3 areas them, yeah. One, of course, down there we talk about so human development. They talk about the way how people and they live long life, healthy and long life. That means say the health sector. Yeah, and then talk about knowledge, access to knowledge. Then talk about the way how then they get decent standard of living. All of that and then they put together. So yes, transformation of the mineral resources could be part of them. But what about the other area then now?
Yeah, the last one we talk about. What you say the last one? You say first. You say life.
The way how people and they live healthy and long life. The standard of living, and then access to knowledge as well. Of course, the access to knowledge where they talk about the education and all. The government as well in priority area, but they say we know they do well at all.
The last one, the first one is access to life expectancy. Life expectancy. You talk about the access to knowledge. Then what?
The standard of living. Okay, poverty.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I don't analyze that. I don't subsume into my first presentation, right? Where we talk about human development. It's holistic. Basically, we get huge challenges about the standard of living. Why the standard of living now? Which you get, how you the manager, right? We get natural resources, rich natural resources. I don't tell you that, but the problem is converting those rich natural resources to wealth creation. You cannot live a higher standard of living without the adequate money, right? Without access to those basic amenities. Look at road infrastructure. Like if you go now the several parts of the interiors, you find out say you get a lot of dust all over the place. The roads we get terrible roads. Then going to the mining sector. If you come off from the Bond, if you go to the Bond district specifically. We get huge natural resources. Mining will only take place for several years, bauxite, rutile in particular, and they get them mushroom Chinese companies that way they do all of that. But then if you get Kotan Road for goodie, so waiting all the time, that's also dust.
Yeah, but all of them things they are sensible. All of them things they are.
So if you don't have that, you are not absolutely going to have a higher standard of living.
Partially correct. All of them things they are sensible. Not up today it begin. But now the question is, why now instead of when they make small efforts for go before, now run down with the rundown?
Yeah, well, because when we run down now, because other people they go up. There's small space at the top. Let me get that very clear. There's small space at the top. We can get 5 acres, 5 people. But if you decide for be one story building or 2-story building, then the other person begin for it make use of the top. Through use of technology and other innovative ideas, it can be 5, 6, 7, 10, 20 stories. So that person they go up, whilst you are still grounded at that level. You understand? So instead of growing, you are staying down. So that's with problem. You understand? That's absolutely our problem. And we also get problem with, this life expectancy we talk about the proliferation of drugs, kush. Where the massive killer, it don't kill more people
we come to that one day. We come to that day because that day a whole discussion we don't come up and we need for talk about them. Yeah. But let come over to Una. Yes, and correct.
I mean, if there is anything you want to talk on, maybe I'll get 5 minutes more. I want to run somehow. I get another meeting will clash with this other meeting. I don't know. I'm just the big that I think maybe next Friday I will be still available, but I want to run somehow. I don't know if anything new for address.
Well, yes, other thing, but we can still give you the chance for let you go, and then you can join me again another time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
All right. All right, in name na Mohamed Kone from Standard Time, Star Radio as well. Senior journalist, we've been there with you inside the program, but they catch up with another meeting quickly. So thank you very much and get a good day. So now let's come to you quickly, Minkailo. Sorry, Mohamed Kone, you want to go now, or you want for answer one or two things?
Yeah, I'll anything for address I can do now. There I go.
Okay, so this will make me jump one thing I want to talk about. I want to connect the economy, but I'll come to that later. Now we see them talk about 32 unidentified body they wouldn't bury, where they allege say na kush. This thing on its own serious problem now the country for we. Now we see even Gambia they point finger at we, Liberia they point finger at we say the problem we then get as a result of we own way come out na. So what do you take on this?
You see, the challenge we get as a country, most of the things that already happen, when negative things already happen, where we say we address them, now lip service we pay to them. That like I say for fact, where we say we address them, now lip service. And as long as it is not affecting me directly, we pay lip service to her. When there was Ebola, it was a national fight because it was affecting each and everybody, irrespective whether you are in government or not, they affect everybody. So we pay attention to them. When there was Corona, we pay attention to Corona because it was affecting each and every citizen. Now, Kush is not me sitting here, it's not affecting me directly because when I really take Kush, if a family member take Kush, I don't say they die or whatever, or a friend, and they go. So I'll pay attention, but I will not pay attention much. So even when we experience this kind of thing happen, because it's not affecting us directly, so we are paying lip service to it. So even in as much as we don't talk so much about the Kush, we don't even talk about Kush for the last 2-3 months. But which are the tangible things that we don't do as a country for donor? And the other aspect is that there are materials that when they come to the country, with the material they use them. They use them with local materials for take Kush. But we are not addressing that. So if we not say it's affecting us as a country, why do we not for stop it? The materials where they can in, what would they take where they use for Kush? We've not put a stop to that. And we also know the Kush is being manufactured locally. What have we done? What have we done as a country?
So you just talk about the material then, Mr. Kone.
Yes.
You find out the diamond bone, okay, then it didn't have been gone. But the one again, where they use for deading, for embalm, possibly don't die in body, it come from them same mortuary, then same funeral home there. So what thing they go do? Because them as well go na part of the problem. Because who side them people are they get them? If not from mortuary, if not from them funeral home there.
Okay, now be another scenario what we can do. When there is so much poverty in the country, drug abuse could be one of the easiest way for drug with people there. Drug abuse is one thing we could be rampant when there is so much poverty. And this one we talk about the Human Development Index, we never take people there out from poverty. And so it never take people out from poverty. When people need all kind of means for get quick money and quick thing, drug will be the easiest way for getting money. And unless we stop that chain there, because we'll talk about the chain. Chain is about the chain from inside the commode, the pulling there, how it gets into the public. We need to stop painting there. And people defend quick way for get money. For example, if I look at much and you are paying me 1,000 millions. You are paying me 800 millions. So I get a material, I want to sell them. I will add that they will give me an addition for what I get. My brother, you think I will sit down and die with hunger? So all of this, we have not been able to address the economic conditions of people. There are still people where they get still there are still people people are telling you when they get 600, and then like, if they get access to that material, don't you think they will sell it? And then what they're waiting at the end, if you have it there, with the great human bones or whatever, as long as no economic livelihood activity, you know, they will take them away from that condition what they did. They will still continue with this Goku Daimambo, because it is not expensive for Goku Daimambo, and because the graveyard and Bako gets, they're not in terms of security and seal. So all of them things that have to be mitigated. That's what I say. Most of the things already affect me. We are paying lip service to them. That's the more reason why we can really continue. The aspect of the push, we are still a lip service to the people push, because it's not affecting. It is not affecting us directly. Okay. I mean, people in government, it's not affecting them directly. Maybe they get 1 or 2 family members where it will affect somehow, but it's not directly to them. Okay. I'll tell you, when we get Ebola in us, we see the measures that will put in place, and that's why this question we are not paying the kind attention.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Kone, and I can allow you to go now and go continue with your other engagements, and we will catch up again by God in power next Friday. All right, so let's come over to you, Minkailo. Minkailo, I will repeat the same word again from the headline of the paper. 32 unidentified bodies buried. Alleged Kush victims. What do you take on this? Minkailo.
Yeah, you get me clear?
Yes, I get you clear.
Okay, thank you very much. You see, me and a Muslim, they mention say 32, people that die, where they alleged Kush victims then. I go start for say Inna Lillahi wa Inna Ilaihi Raji'un. Yeah. I go also use this opportunity for say Ramadan Kareem to my fellow Muslims then around the world. May God give you the blessings of this month. May God guide and protect you. And may God give you the opportunity for fast till will end and go tell God thank you. Yeah. Now this is very pathetic. The productive class of our nation is being destroyed on a daily basis. When you say a nation strong, now the young people, that productive class, let's say from age 18 now, say to 45, these are young and energetic people who will contribute to nation building, who will contribute to a lot of things in the country, and then they die so. But interestingly, you don't tell everybody's Kush. You don't tell they see videos of victims of Kush, but government not put any serious mechanisms yet for combat this Kush in this country. Now, we need to look at the importation of the Kush. We look at the people that will engage in this particular deal. We also look at the way how they manufacture, because I understand that they manufacture in country. That thing where they refer to say that they use for embalm cups them, where we can say diamond them. And locally we call them for Mali, and so make you read and they call them. Exactly. You don't understand. How then they go take something where they embalm pussy, we don't die. For leather body, they don't pull any bad odor. Stay until they're ready for burial. Then you go take by the consumer. How you go there, pussy don't die, they don't bury and diamond, then go pull and then grain in bone. Mix all kind of particle day. Then you go take a consumer. Any mortal man way, I think say in 5 senses then correct. Don't go do that day. Especially when you don't know now. Waiting are the things that they use for manufacture this particular products. But unfortunately, the awareness level in this country is very low. Most of the young people, they know they get counseling. They know they get them from the parents, they know they get them from the school or the learning institutions. Where we been they come up, fortunately, we been get counseling department in our schools. Even when you know they perform well in a class, they take you to the counselor. They go counsel you and know if you get a problem like host or you get something that affect you, make you know they perform well. You parents them, if they see you sit down quiet, they must investigate you and know what to make you sit down quiet. Most young people and now where they go, they not get the opportunity for enjoy them, benefit them, the way homophobia enjoy. One, the parents them very busy. We don't click out until they left your 5 o'clock in the morning for go find nothing and begin and they eat. The pikin and they take care of themselves largely. In some homes, the young people who consider for big pikin and then have breadwinners and they host them. So they can just do things where they feel for doing how they want for doing. But you know, Slpp and Salone and me. One side we can hang out in the evening, we all man don't come and work and come and do business. You can go hang out there. I mean, we get Bobo the way they come around for watch we cast them. Most of them Bobo they don't die. You go see this normal in body they don't. At the end of the day, you get so food. Before you remember, they say you don't die. Now a victim of kush. We don't say that. First time, not to say, now tell me, we don't say that. Some of them they will deny for they give them money. Because to say now, because when I wash motor car, we'll give them 20, 30, 50,000 when they get access to money for go buy kush. You they can't go down a professional wash car outside they go wash her. So it's very unfortunate. You know, if it's 32 people that die of kush, must know no more how many more don't die will not able record. Because LEONE have for keep records and problem. The one they no more they able say unidentified bodies. Where then they just see them as streets then they don't. Government take them go back then and then 32 then they. What about the one that we don't die and the people that also the people that take them go back then? If they quantify that number monthly, sometimes pass 100. And if this happens, LEONE will be like other countries there where the population is aged. The young one then, we're not sure of this country, then they die indiscriminately out of kush. Government need for stamp the authority for make sure see them combat her immediately.
So this side where you reach to, I will take us straight to Tennessee Diamara. You know, even the one that we go there, you go because the cannot mortuary, somebody can support them for letting them for beg. The government not even the support in the mortuary for burying people and they. So if they're not able to support the mortuary for burying people and they, how government will put in foot down now for combat this kush in the country? Senzo.
Yeah, hello, yeah. The situation where they some people they put okay. Yeah, because the economic situation, that I want, but they not to Salone no more get problem. Let me talk straight. The situation here is lack of discipline. Make I tell you something. Some of them where they do are not just youth. You get big one where they do. You get people that want gainfully employed. The one where they showcase most often. That they one way like the one way they inside the armed forces, the police and the forces, the police and military where they inside uniform. Now that people they showcase. But we also done in our down below investigations. We don't find out say we get bigger people. The big people are also we go with the ticker. But you know they do that in other countries. Saying without discipline, development no good day. You know we get a disjoint in the whole process. We get it disjoint. Like a country like the Philippines, we get this kind of problem. I only wish to like Rodriguez, the former president Rodriguez Duterte, they will just give you from the Philippines and decline a loan for 6 months. I tell you, say this whole thing will stop. Serious, it will stop.
So in other words, Senzo, you dey try for tell we now say, Senzo, you dey try for tell we say, you get me? You dey try for tell we say, we government not get a capability for able to manage or handle this country.
Yeah, no, the willingness not it.
Okay.
They get the capacity, but the willingness not it. When they talk about this thing, when they talk how they call it, Coco Samba, this and that. You don't disappear. You know, Salone not difficult for manage. Now I tell you something. Salone not difficult for manage. Now just the willingness of law enforcement. If the willingness on law enforcement, it will take place, right? But you go see them, they go to line. Like you know, something else they are, you know, you get the active you get the active involvement on some law enforcement people there. You see them, they want the way you're supposed to do it. So you don't go to such an extent like you even the only take the mob action, community civil mob action for take action against the kush. Because you see your man and you go now, they broke them push back for them, they win a call some, they beat some of them over there. Some of them If I most times say also some places where they say that most times a woman there. But then also the activists see, you get the one away in uniform where they go, they partake and they also take money from them. This is really, 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 really wrong. You know?
Okay.
I think now this being said, when you talk about parliament say you want for declare the state of emergency, this and that. You know, I mean it's a little action too late. Right? If they may not take that one day, a lot of you for not save thousands of people there.
All right.
They for not save thousands.
Okay, so
right? So the situation here is that it is not a matter of X, Y, it's not a grammar business. Now for take action.
I'll let that one. So if we reach to that point, if we reach to that point, let's bring in Minkailu. Minkailu, since you just don't talk, say the willingness from the authority, no day, and you been don't link this thing to poverty. So if that be the case, let's ask you this other question: this government go able to handle the economy with all of the kind of things that has already happened? Minkailu. All right, the internet they actually. Oh, Minkailu, you get me?
Unfortunately, no. Yeah, you get me?
Yes, I get you now. Go ahead.
Hello? Hello? You get me clear?
Yes.
Yeah. The government not able to handle the economy. You know, waiting with the witness now an economy so deplorable to an extent that you're not going to compare with any administration except the NPRC khaki boys. Yeah? From 1992 to 1996, the way how the economy began in shambles, we not been get steady economy at all. You know, law and order, well, now imposition. The constitution was suspended. They governed by decree because that is what a military government does. And the way how the country been there, that same way I think the number will compare. So, you know, go compare to Tijan Kabani administration. You know, even though the war not be still do it from 1996 to 2007, you know, go as well compare to the administration of Ernest Bai Koroma. You know, where we can talk, now forget to Caesar, waiting do Caesar. Now, Sierra Leone economy day in a bad shape, but when Tijan Kaba been there, he try invest. Ernest Koroma inherits the economy from Tijan Kaba and improve on it. Let's just go through a few highlights on this. You know, in 2007, where Ernest Koroma it meets the Salone monetary value and business activity will be estimated at 5 trillion leones. By 2017, before Ernest Koroma left, he left at 30 trillion leones. Remember, 25 trillion I add. He meets at 5 trillion, he left at 30 trillion leones. So I don't think say this government will do waiting Ernest Bai Koroma been do. And who said Tijan Kaba be left away Ernest Koroma take. The annual revenue generation will be take place at Sierra Leone. Now be 500 billion leones. Now so Ernest Koroma take from Tijan Kaba. You know, before Ernest Koroma they left in 2017, he left at 4 trillion leones. When at 400 billion leones. So
for be fair with this government, waiting there now they own revenue mobilization and waiting they left or waiting they get right now. That's
yeah. But let me just tell you, well, would they make the comparison and would they make the analysis?
Please go ahead.
But even we reserve the stamp out. I just they make the comparison because we're not going to effectively compare this government, because we just support them. They still lay in governance until the tenure comes to a logical conclusion. Then you go say you compare comprehensively. Now Tijan Kaba took, let's say, 2 terms. Ernest Bai Koroma took 2 terms. So you go effectively able to compare. Now that make that comparison day. But we all know what's in at the shape of the economy. We know what's in at the exchange rates.
Because
we know how
the
currency don't devalue.
No.
We also know how poverty don't become, you know, like corruption no more. Well, I'm not going to say poverty, I know I use endemic. Corruption is endemic.
The reason why I ask you all of this thing, because other person will challenge you and say, no, Minkailu, and it's like, man, left 30 trillion, okay, but this government don't pass 30 trillion. Yeah, so, for able to forget that kind of proper comparison, we just need for now, waiting and get right now.
Okay, and they wait for let this government come. When they started, JJ Safa every month, they say that they announce revenue generation. Anything generated, they announce. It not take 3 months step, now they left for announce the revenue.
And I will give you figure. In 2018 to 2020, they're able to raise 865 million, United States dollars as external revenue mobilization, according to JJ Safa. And that after that, they will not hear anything again.
Yeah, because they're not saying they're not able. So I give them comparison there. Let people know waiting a successive government supposed to do. I know they give them comparison there for negatively sabotage them. But they tell you, say, when you dey in an opposition, you dey study an incumbent government, you for able to know whose challenges they dey. And when you can be for improve on them challenges and they for let you get a better economy. Okay. There was a period where Salone, because of the way how the economy they do, would they attract investors, foreign direct investment, would they attract them? Would they see say companies and be willing for come to the country and do business? There was a period we are even rated as one of the fastest growing economies, except for the twin shocks we get. We then turning in at the Ebola virus disease, EVD, and the collapse in the price of iron ore. Now that they can shake the economy small. But as by Kroma even when they are promoting do, they say they put austerity measures in place. Now SLP begin like say APC don't take the country into austerity. But maybe they not be understand the meaning of austerity measures. When they say they put austerity measures, they cut down on government expenditure. Tied and they were honest by Kroma for employed. About 500 jobs being in a Ministry of Education, not employed. Because not want for put pressure on the wage bill. About 300 jobs have been in an NRA, National Revenue Authority, not employed. Jobs have been in a parliament, not employed because not want put burden on the wage bill. When SLP come, they say now with law open employment for we people when a loyalist them. And they employ indiscriminately to a point that the money that they generate not able to support the recurrent expenditures.
All right.
All that contribute to the economy in shape way very bad.
So like how inside now I can't tell you back Minka because the time not enough for talk about everything. But we go spend time for talk about them things there so yeah. But Minka Senzo, waiting you take on waiting Minka.
Yeah, just a minute. Before you move to Tennessee, I want beg for the opportunity for get a whole program on Salone economy. Because the economy now a very, very broad topic. A lot of things
so
they talking about the economy.
What I will tell you at this point, the producer will actually confirm that with you, and then yes, we will discuss them. So Tennessee, let's come to you back. You are waiting, Mika, you say, waiting, you take on that.
Well, Mika put up a program, which is good. The only thing is that sometimes facts can obscure the truth. When Tijan Kabal left, but before the Tijan Kabal left, he left. We don't get this typical where they not clear with the key clean. We not make any investigate. The country not make any investigate. In fact, he left some surplus, right? He can attest to that. He left surplus because by then because of waste regime don't go through. He successfully negotiate debt relief. They wipe out the debt forgiveness, whatever they call it. They not get debt again. And he left some money in the economy in the coffers. If we want
Hello.
Just like this.
Yes, we get you.
One for affect governance by the end of their own term. By the time by 2018, when the Alex Kuruma regime left with in austerity. So we left inside that. So when we come for what we want for do, we can analyze, we can do the things and do the analysis.
Senzo, let's ask you this question for the sake of Salone people.
Don't talk about the things that we are the current issues.
Okay, so let's ask you a question for the sake of Salone people. Senzo, you get me? Let's just ask you this for the benefit of all. If Ernest Nkrumah left Salone under austerity, what thing you would say we do under right now?
Pardon?
If the last government left we under austerity, how you would consider this economy right now?
Governance is about continuity. I mean, sometimes when the issue don't take place, it takes some time. It will go to some time. But the issue here is that what is our major problem as of now? Not discipline.
Okay, so I still come to that, but I still want to understand something. If you say government like continuity, we mean say the austerity where the last government left we under, now we did under 10 now?
We still suffer on that.
Okay, so but I just did tell you about figure just now. I just been account figure just now. When this government come, then bluff say the last government, the international community, cut off for Gideon couple. The first time when they cancel, they give them $48 million. And then begin get boku couple where they come. We're not compared to what they come inside the last government. I just tell you, say, from 2018 to 2020, then bluff we say they get about $865 million from donors that will be just to give them for let them able to take the economy forward. You will still consider that one day for say the effect or the effect where the last government began and still there at this government?
No, not at all. When you get money, remember say when you get money, you get for the pay debt, right? You get a whole thing, you get for only only for the pay debt, you also the services and also run the economy.
Okay, so that puts this other thing to you, Senzo. Right. That puts this other one to you. According to JJ Safar, that puts this thing to you again. The debt where the last government gets, where they left, and the debt where this government don't can get in less than 6 years, it don't pass the debt where the last government gets. You agree to that or not?
According to JJ Safar, when I see the figures, we can scrutinize it. According to JJ Safar is not part of this the present administration.
No, B. And when I basically they tell you about the debt, where JJ Safar been telling you about, not waiting then whether it did or not did now. I just the quote.
The debt don't increase. The public debt don't increase.
Mm-hmm. So who that make it increase?
The present debt don't absolutely don't increase.
So who that make it increase? Who that make this present debt go up?
Well, I mean, now cumulative factors. You get when you take debt, you say pull here, cut here, put here. You dig hole for cover hole, right? And life is not static. Right, and as long as you want for state institutions, as long as you want for undertake certain projects, then you know they take out with when you don't get enough value. Value in the economy. You pass you go take debt, and you take that debt also for paying other debts we don't accrue, because if you don't exhibit that sense for say. You pay debt back, nobody will trust you. You know, just like if me and you in a party, all say I go loan from you. I go loan for you. You say, but I wait down I don't pay. You know they give me.
Okay.
All right. The situation here is that now what could be the solution? What could be the solutions we will profile?
Okay, so that will be the last word we will come to for let we know waiting at the solution. But before the solution, Mikael, waiting you get for say concerning waiting Senzo say.
Now waiting Senzo say, I completely disagree with most of the things that we say. Respectfully though.
Why?
And I don't want to make with the border around this topic and as Nkrumah left this country in austerity. I just don't take me time for explain waiting at austerity. Austerity now for cut down on government expenditure for make sure say the economy is steady, especially if you can't get shocks. But allow me, for quote from I wonder waiting President Bioge for right as an overnote to the incoming president. I wonder when Tijan Kababi the left, he do a comprehensive and overnote to Ernest Nkrumah. When Ernest Nkrumah be in the left, he do a comprehensive and overnote to President Bio. Now, I just want to quote a paragraph number under the economy, what the Ernest by Govt say. This is what is, and I quote, it says, my government's unprecedented development strides are reflected in Sierra Leone now having a bigger economy than when I took over in 2007. It said back then, the monetary value of Sierra Leone's economy and business activities was estimated at 5 trillion yuans. By 2017, this is now estimated at 30 trillion yuans. In 2007, the annual revenue generated within Sierra Leone was 500 billion yuans. Today, it is 4 trillion yuans, in bracket 400 billion yuans. Foreign direct investment has grown tremendously from 288 billion yuans to 5 trillion yuans, 500 billion yuans in brackets. We have also increased our international reserves from dollar equivalent of less than 600 billion yuans to the current amount, which is the dollar equivalent of 4 trillion yuans, which is 400 billion yuans. And as by Kruma said this in the handing over note. And
So,
for conclude,
what about the debt? Because now that's in sense what it asks. What about the debt?
Let me come. Yeah. For conclude, he say, Your Excellency, the last 10 years have seen a remarkable overall growth in spite of the major exogenous shocks, including the global financial crisis of 2008 and 2009. Now that time the way fuel, 1 barrel fuel, you go up to $124. But at the Skroma, still left fuel at 6,000 yuans. You know, increase out. There has never been a time where fuel increased at that level at the world market. But at the Skroma, no increase fuel price. You know, take out to 30,000 yuans, so it left out to 6,000 yuans. The food and fuel prices crisis during the same period, the collapse of international commodity price, including our major exports, iron ore, and the outbreak of the terrible Ebola pandemic. Over the last 10 years, we have used this unprecedented growth in resources to invest in social services and infrastructure more than at any other time in our country's history.
So you
president today, and they tell you, Tijan Kaba did very well. Because I want to try for lessons of that. I was not, talking now on Tijan Kaba, blessed memory. He did very well. Tijan Kaba take the Truth and Reconciliation Commission report, the TRC, and he look at the recommendations. What he tell him for do, now he do. Where Ernest by Kromaka, he continue from Worcester Tijan Kaba left. What Tijan Kaba, they hand over notes to Ernest Kromaka, he tell him, say, we don't build state institutions. We now get the NACIT, when are the National Insurance Trust, where you now be the chairman of the committee in parliament. He said, we now get Office of the Ombudsman, we get ONS, we get PPRC, he said, we get all the institutions of good governance. And while he can focus on the economy and infrastructure, where Ernest Kromaka no deviates. He focused on that, the advice of Tijan Kaba. So I am not talking down on Tijan Kaba. Let us know that clearly.
Okay.
I am just saying.
So the question now, because the term we can't talk in another program. But the question now I will ask you, waiting at the way forward. Okay, la holiday, and that can force to Senzo. Senzo, if you don't begin to talk about this way forward, what do you feel will be the way forward?
The way forward is one, as a matter of fact, matter of urgency. As a matter of urgency, now for protect the people of this country, protect the future of this country, protect the use of this country, right? Let us say this. Yeah, but we have a conspiracy against the people of Sierra Leone. Some people know they look that one day in that perspective. Let's just give some lens. Any country where, like, especially the third world country, any country we get huge natural resources. Which the people they then do. Now for can't corrupt that place away hala did and so that they will gain from the thing from our gold, blood diamonds and all of that thing. And the same thing they happen at Congo. But what they do now for me, for they gradually go towards a place where they will make a place, for either grossly undermine the use of the manpower of this country. By introducing drugs,
okay,
right? And then when you get free proliferation of drugs, you are losing the manpower for tomorrow.
Okay.
Then they give it here free. That is now the same thing that they use that drug triangle where they migrate states. Now that they use now Congo, right? If until and unless the government where the government of this country, it put very stringent measures where the other countries like Saudi Arabia, the Philippines, and other places they put. No matter whatever institution you build in this country, it will collapse.
All right.
Because one thing where they happen, when you give people the drugs, they manipulate them. Let me tell you something. Also,
quickly.
You get people that where Mali, Gambia, the other places, we go boast of huge, the wholesale where they build hotels and other businesses. The money now from here they build them. They get them from Tongo, from Kono, the other places, from Diamond mindset. What did they do? When they can't have force, what did they do? They go to the chiefs, they give the young man a jamba for smoke, give them rum. You understand? Why they fool? They go pull your own diamond, you give them. It's a mind game, then they pull and you give them. Right? So now then they take and go use them. Why is una young population, we say they pull them, una they in abject poverty.
All right. Okay.
But
So thank you.
You get drugs to induce you.
Thank you.
So the issue here is that if we really concentrate on national issues, then we'll get it there. Once you have a well-oriented youth population, educated one, and then also send, just like what in the IFA issue, we send we people that for go land from which Botswana do, how they able for develop the mining sector from poverty to when they get into the middle level economy. Go to Rwanda and go send other people in the industries.
I think as a nation we get beaucoup things for go and learn from another country.
We need to do that. I mean,
Thank you.
Otherwise,
all right.
we'll be doing that blame game.
Thank you.
It's not going to help us.
Thank
anyway.
you very much, Senzo.
Once we have this APC SPBT, it is not going to help us.
Thank you.
At the end of the top now friends.
Thank you very much, Senzo. Okay, let's come over to you, Minkailo. First of all,
it does not show on the people. It's not development.
All right, Senzo. Thank you very much. All right, Minkailo, we're not going to talk about all things, but like I tell you just now, the producer done already. Yeah, so you will just confirm that one day. We're not going to talk about the tripartite now. We're not going to talk about everything, but just confirm with the producer. They send to you message now. So the only question I will ask you, with all of it we don't discuss, waiting at the way forward in terms of the country for Lego before.
Yeah, first of all, in this last half of the debate, I want to agree with Senesi in some of the points that we make. I think we need for borrow leaves from countries like Botswana and Rwanda. We need for borrow some pages then from them, yeah? I mean, if we copy the model, it will help we as a country. But first, what we need to do for ensure security of the state. Investment is not being encouraged because of the nature of the state. Most people and think say, Allah day, human rights are not guaranteed. The rule of law, they operate well, how it operate. Then they afraid for go to business with that country. And government alone cannot employ the majority of the people. You have to encourage the private sector. So government need to ensure maximum security guarantee for everybody where they live in Sierra Leone. Then they go encourage investors then for calm. That now one. Two, government need to give concessions to companies. Yeah, tax concessions. Yeah, you go handle the corporate social responsibility, but can't invest in the country so that you go create employment. And most of the things that will not go to import again, now you will go to buy them. You go create employment for your locals. You go make sure say you decongest the city. Most people that willing for go to the provinces for go, but now we not get companies and they really produce anything. We need to look at that again. Then when we talk about education, they go a long way for alleviate poverty. Enough for belief service. We talk today, Slpp first Friday, they say free quality education. We see picking the sit on and gone. Water they enter inside classroom. Picking and not even get bridge for cross. Now inside water they enter for going to the classes. We see go schools. JJ Banga, when are the free quality education coordinator at the East, he go to one school. They say the girl picking they all don't go join Bondo. The boy picking they don't go join Poro. Nobody not be there at the school. That's why you say now go school. then they take money for them picking, and they take money for the running of that school, but that school they not in operation. All them things and they not fine.
Right.
Those monies are like bomb. So corruption, we forfeit. If we able to do all of them things and they respect human rights, at the end of the day, we will able to actually address the economic problem in the country. Largely, the private for encourage for create more employment. Government alone cannot employ everybody.
Thank you very much, Minkailu. Thank you very much, Senesi, for an article for joining me. Please, you can check your phone now. I'm pretty sure the producer will send message to you. So, Senesi D. Amara, thank you very much, Senesi. And Minkailu Koma, thank you very much for an article for joining me. We'll look again for see how we can get another fruitful conversation as and how necessary or when necessary. Thank you very much, and please do not get to yourself a good day. And to you, widow, watch and like the program, thank you very much. The producer for this program, thank you very much. Now, so we end the program today, and we want to say, happy weekend to una all. Please do not forget a wonderful weekend. Stay away from things that will cause problem, and let we pray that God guide and protect we in all way we do. Thank you very much, and una get to yourself a wonderful day and weekend.